windows is tinted. Yeah, driving around right in that Bentley. Hey, you driving around right in that Bentley. Hey, but your shit, it should be rented. Yeah, but that is none of my business. Money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe it or not, you like getting the same. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Texans are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Pats team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. This is Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. There's a hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Watson on first down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The intended receiver there, Allen, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Ohio.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got Miller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Stephon Tuitt able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Here we go. Ohio.
On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
Let's go! Let's round! Ohio!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down.
Here we go! Ohio!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Tom Brady flashing the mobility. Scrambling there for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Brady now on first down. Goes underneath here to White. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. This is White on the screen. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. Hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And a dump off to White. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So after the INT, it's Brady. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run. This is White. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dwayne Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw on third down. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Brady to throw on second down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL is described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, let's go!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Going deep here for Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion.
Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Brady. So tough to stop Gronk. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. From the gun, Brady finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second is Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run with White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Whitney Merciless in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brady. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Defense showing blitz. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go, Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Flex round! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Watson now. Going to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
From the red zone now, Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The drive starts with a run by White. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lenta. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground with White. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. A good pickup there at 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Brady now on 1st down. This is White on the screen. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's Watson now on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Flex round.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escapes the defender. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans get a bit closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Watson. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a toss play. This is White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. New England on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 26 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Ohio.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. Ohio.
Now Watson throwing again. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
On first down, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Here we go.
Here's Watson looking to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. Brand 38.
from the gun. Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Watson being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. 23 yards on the play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
To throw is Watson, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.